Chemist YouTube channel. Students, we are discussing about the colligative properties of solution. These are the properties of solution of non-electrolytes. Depends upon the number of solute particles present in the solution and not on the nature of solute particles are known as colligative properties. In our last video, we discussed the lowering of vapor pressure or vapor pressure lowering. In that point, we discussed in detail what is meaning of vapor pressure, what is lowering of vapor pressure, then Raoult's law for the solution of non-volatile solute in the solvent. We have discussed all these points in our last video. In today's video, we are going to discuss relative lowering of vapor pressure, then molar mass of solute from the vapor pressure of lowering of vapor pressure of the solution. All these points we are going to study in our today's lecture, today's lesson. So first we consider here what do we mean by relative lowering of vapor pressure. When you consider relative lowering of vapor pressure, then the vapor pressure lowering of the solvent in the solution, when we divide the vapor pressure of pure solvent, then we get the ratio, and that ratio is nothing but the relative lowering of vapor pressure. So let us consider how the relative lowering of vapor pressure or relative lowering of vapor pressure is determined or it is measured. For that purpose, we here consider P01 is the vapor pressure of pure solvent and P1 is the vapor pressure of solvent above the solution, and X2 is nothing but the mole fraction of the non-volatile solute which are dissolved in the solvent to form the solution. So how will you determine the relative lowering of vapor pressure? To determine the relative lowering of vapor pressure, we take here the ratio of lowering of vapor pressure to the vapor pressure of pure solvent, and therefore first we consider the lowering of vapor pressure. So lowering of vapor pressure is given by delta P and it is equal to P01 minus P. We discussed all these points in our previous video. So lowering of vapor pressure is given by delta P and it is equal to P01 minus P. And when we consider the ratio of this P01 minus P, that is lowering of vapor pressure, to the vapor pressure of pure solvent, then that is called as relative lowering of vapor pressure. It is known as relative lowering of vapor pressure. So how we define the relative lowering of vapor pressure? The relative lowering of vapor pressure is the ratio of lowering of vapor pressure to the vapor pressure of pure solvent. So it is the simply ratio of lowering of vapor pressure of solvent to the vapor pressure of pure solvent, and that is known as relative lowering of vapor pressure. But according to Raoult's law, we know that the lowering of vapor pressure, that is delta P, is equal to P01 into X2. According to Raoult's law for the solution of non-volatile solute in the solvent, the lowering of vapor pressure is given by P01 into X2, where X2 is nothing but the mole fraction of solute in the solution, and therefore when you define this delta P is also given by the equation P0 minus 1 upon P. From this relation we can calculate the value of delta P is to be considered as P01 into X2. So relative lowering of vapor pressure will becomes is equal to delta P upon P01, and delta P is nothing but P01 into x2. So we can write here P01 into x2 upon P01. This P01 and P0 will be cancelled with each other, and therefore we get relative lowering of vapor pressure of a solution which contains non-volatile solute. It is equal to the mole fraction of solute, non-volatile solute dissolved in the solvent. So this is about the relative lowering of vapor pressure. What is relative lowering of vapor pressure? It is simply ratio of lowering of vapor pressure of solvent above the solution to the vapor pressure of pure solvent. And finally, the relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to the mole fraction of solute. And mole fraction of solute is depends upon the number of solute particles present in the solution, and hence this relative lowering of vapor pressure is correlative property because it is depends upon the number of solute particles present in the solution. Now our next point is determination of molar mass of solute from the lowering of vapor pressure. Question will be asked for the 2 marks. Obtain the expression for molar mass of solute from the vapor pressure lowering. So we have to write answer like this. So for this purpose, we consider here a binary solution which contains non-volatile solute dissolved in the solvent. So let us consider here P01 is the vapor pressure of pure solvent. जेव्हा वेपर सॉल्व्हेंट हा प्युअर स्टेट मध्ये होता तेव्हा त्याचा वेपर प्रेशर काय कन्सिडर केला आपण P01. P1 is equal to the vapor pressure of solvent above the solution. सॉल्युशन मध्ये सॉल्व्हेंटचा जो वेपर प्रेशर आहे तो आपण P1 एवढा कन्सिडर केला. देन वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ सॉल्व्हेंट इन द सोल्युशन डिक्रीजेस. सोल्युशन मध्ये सॉल्व्हेंटचा वेपर प्रेशर डिक्रीज होतो, कमी होतो हे आपल्याला माहिती आहे, आणि तो कमी झालेला जो वेपर प्रेशर आहे तो आपण काय घेतला, डेल्टा P घेतला. सो डेल्टा P इज इक्वल टू वेपर प्रेशर lowering of solvent in the solution. Also we know that the relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to the mole fraction of the solute, आणि म्हणून आपण x2 is equal to mole fraction of non volatile solute घेतला. आता कुठल्याही कंपाऊंडचे मोल फ्रॅक्शन जे आहेत ते त्या कंपाऊंडचे त्या सोल्युशन मध्ये असणाऱ्या नंबर ऑफ मोल्स वरती डिपेंड असतात, आणि म्हणून इथं आपण N1 and N2 are nothing but number of moles of solvent and solute respectively. So N1 is the number of moles of solvent present in the solution, and N2 is equal to number of moles of solute present in the solution. Then W is equal to mass of solvent. सॉल्व्हेंटचा ज्या सोल्युशन मध्ये असणारे काही एकूण मास आहे ते किती घेतला आपण W1 एवढा कन्सिडर केला. W2 इज इक्वल टू मास ऑफ सोल्यूट. त्या सोल्युशन मध्ये सोल्यूटचं असणारा मास आपण W2 आहे एवढा कन्सिडर केला. अँड x2 इज रिपीटेड हियर. x2 इज नथिंग बट द मोल फ्रॅक्शन ऑफ सोल्यूट. त्या सोल्यूटचं सोल्युशन मध्ये असणारे मोल फ्रॅक्शन आपण x2 घेतलंय. वन थिंग इज रिमेन हियर, दॅट इज द मोलार मास ऑफ solute. So M2 is equal to molar mass of solute. त्या सोल्युशन मध्ये असणाऱ्या सोल्यूटचं मोलार मास काय कन्सिडर करूया आपण M2, की जे आपल्याला इथं डिटरमाइन करायचं आहे. म्हणजे एखाद्या सोल्युशन मध्ये असणाऱ्या सोल्यूटचं मोलार मास त्या सोल्युशन मध्ये सॉल्व्हेंटचा जो वेपर प्रेशर कमी होणार आहे त्याच्यावरून आपण शोधू शकतो. त्यालाच म्हणतो आपण डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ मोलार मास ऑफ सोल्यूट फ्रॉम द वेपर प्रेशर lowering. So let us increase the molar mass of solute. We have to determine this molar mass from the vapor pressure lowering. So we know that the relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to delta P, that is lowering of vapor pressure, divided by vapor pressure of pure solvent, that is P01, and that is equal to the mole fraction of solute in the solution. We studied this. But how we can determine the mole fraction of solute? Mole fraction of solute in the solution is equal to ratio of number of moles of solute in the solution upon total number of moles of all substances involved in the solution. इथे असणारा सोल्यूटचा जो मोल फ्रॅक्शन आहे तो शोधण्यासाठी आपण हा फॉर्म्युला वापरणार आहे. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ सोल्यूट अपॉन number of moles of solvent plus number of moles of solute in the solution. But in this solution, when you consider solution is a very dilute, because the concentration of solution is less than 0.2 molar, and therefore we can say here N1 is very greater than N2. इथे number of moles of solvent as compared to number of moles of solute हे खूप जास्त प्रमाणामध्ये आहे, कारण सोल्युशनचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन हे 0.2 मोलर पेक्षा सुद्धा कसं असतं, कमी असतं, आणि म्हणून सॉल्व्हंटचे नंबर ऑफ मोल्स हे सोल्यूट पेक्षा काय असणार आहे, खूप जास्त प्रमाणात असणार आहे. आणि म्हणून इथे असं होणार आहे N1 प्लस N2 इज अप्रॉक्सिमेटली इक्वल टू N1. N2 चा शेअर याच्यामध्ये खूप कमी आहे, त्याचं प्रमाण खूप कमी आहे, आणि त्यामुळे N1 प्लस N2 याची अप्रॉक्सिमेटली ऍडिशन ही N1 इतकीच येणार आहे. आणि म्हणून हे जे इक्वेशन आपल्याला इथे मिळालं आहे ते आपण थोडंसं चेंज करूया. दॅट इज x2 इज इक्वल टू N2 अपॉन N1. x2 इज इक्वल टू काय मिळालं आपल्याला, N2 अपॉन N1. सो नाउ वी कॅन राइट हियर व्हॅल्यू ऑफ N2 अपॉन N1. सो व्हॉट इज नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ सोल्यूट? Number of moles of solute is equal to its mass upon the molar mass. So N2 is equal to here W2 upon M2, and N1 is equal to here W1 upon M1. Okay, so we can write here therefore x2 is equal to W2 upon M2 multiplied by M1 upon W2, and therefore when you substitute this value here, we get relative lowering of vapor pressure, that is delta P upon P01, then that is equal to W2 into M1 divided by M2 into W1. Okay, and from that we can find the value of this M2. So we get here molar mass of solute M2 is equal to molar mass of solute is equal to P01, that is vapor pressure of pure solvent, multiplied by weight of solute in the solution into molar mass of solvent divided by lowering of vapor pressure into W1, and this formula is used to determine the molar mass of solute from the vapor pressure lowering of the solution. So this formula is useful for the solving examples also.